All right, man, so listen, man, the reason why I bring this up, man, because this was important. So Nike beat earnings last week and revenue, right? But the bigger story is, what caused the stock to fall by 11%? Right? What caused the stock to fall by 11%? Right? Here's what happened. Nike also reported that they had too much inventory. They said they had too much inventory. Now, the Nike inventory grew by 65% year over year, and it grew by 44% last quarter alone. What happens? Too much inventory. Now, Trap, having too much inventory is never a bad thing. Wrong. Wrong. In this game, it is. Watch this next slide. Watch this next slide so you can see it. Because Nike has so much inventory, now they got to get off the old inventory to prepare for the new inventory. And now they got to sell the old inventory at a discount price. So who benefits from that? Who benefits from Nike? TJ Maxx, Marshalls. You know why? Because these companies go buy excessive inventory for other companies at super discount prices. The TJ Maxx, the Marshalls, these are the companies that go to Nike, they go to Polo, they go to all of these other companies, and what they do is they say, hey, that extra inventory that you gotta sell, yep, I'm gonna buy from you for less than half the price. Less than half the price. And you know what Nike gonna do? Man, we gotta sell it to them. Because we got to make something back off it. And what Marshalls and them going to do is, this is how they get extremely great profits. So listen, Nike takes its biggest hit, right? Discount companies, man. That's what your Marshalls, that's what your TJ Maxx is for. That's what they do. They go to Nikes and they go to Marshalls, they go to Nike, Adidas, everybody. Hey, what's up? Give me all that stuff you got left over. Give me all that. Give me all that. So you got to think about it. Nike was up 3.7% today, but check it out. They fell 11% one day last week and they were already down 40%. Got a long way to go. Got a long way to go. We just talking, man. We just chatting right now, man. You know what I'm saying? We just chatting right now, man. Let's go, man. How we feeling? All right, man. So now I want to take y'all on a journey, right? So we talked about Apple being down 10%. Right? We talked about Apple being down 10% in September. But here's one of the things I want to do, man. I want to show y'all something. Like, I want to take y'all down the Apple supply chain. Can I take y'all on the Apple supply chain for a second? Like, I like to give game. I like to teach right here, man. Trappin Tuesdays, man, we own the Tuesday, man. You know what I'm saying? We all about teaching. Teaching. You want to learn this game, you want to really play this game, we want to teach. All right? So let's go down the Apple supply chain, right? So we already talked about this, man, right? We talked about Apple's worst month since 2020 was what? Last month, right? So let's go down supply chain. So Cirrus Logic, right, has 80% exposure to Apple, meaning Apple makes up 80% of their revenue. When Apple fall, they fall. Skyward Solution, right? Apple makes up 60% of their revenue, right? QRVO, Apple makes up 40% of their revenue. Right? So they are at high risk. When Apple not doing good, they are probably not going to do good. Right? Apple makes up this much of that, right? Right? So let's go to the next one, right? Let's go down. I want to go down the supply chain with y'all so y'all can see. Right? Qualcomm Apple makes up 20% of their supply, of their income. Right? Broadcom, Apple makes up 20% of their income. Right? COHR, Apple makes up 15% of their revenue. And then light, Apple makes up 15% of their revenue. So now these are the medium exposure companies. The first set of companies were the high exposed companies, right? This is the medium exposed companies, right? So these companies right here, Apple makes up anywhere between the 20 to 15% of their portfolio, of their income or revenue, right? And let's go to the last slide, man. And these companies right here, Apple only makes up a small percentage of their portfolio. We got Texas Instruments, that's 10%. ADI, which is analog devices, Apple makes up 10%. And then NXP Semiconductors, Apple makes up 10%. So these are in your small ranges, right? So now you got to remember, right? We got to remember that Apple makes up 7% of the S&P 500. It is the biggest company by market cap in the S&P 500. So because of that, what happens is when Apple falls, you're going to see the S&P take a huge hit. Now, when Apple fall, these companies fall. When Apple does well, these companies do well. That was a way for me to take y'all down that Apple supply chain right quick, man. Hey, we trapping. Where was you gonna get this type of information from? Huh? Where else other than Trappin Tuesdays will you get this type of information from? God damn it, man, don't play with me, man. Shit, man. Tell Dave Ramsey we coming for that #1 spot, man. Let's go, man. Let's talk about something right quick, man. Right? So, man, Cathie Wood was on TV today, man, and I don't really have nothing against Cathie. You know what I'm saying? She be doing her thing when she do her thing, right? But Cathie Woods purchased 100,000 shares of Tesla, right? Those 100,000 shares of Tesla cost her about $32 million, right? About $32 million. But she said something today that was kind of like prominent. So she says that Microsoft and Zoom are what's called enterprise communications, right? Enterprise communications, she said they're not a stay-at-home stop. Right, she's saying it's not a stay-at-home. She's saying that Apple and, Microsoft and Zoom are the next level of communication. So when you're talking about what that is, Google have, Microsoft has, Microsoft Teams. That's what Microsoft have, Teams? What that thing is? What it is Microsoft have? Teams, it's something you can go in. So they have the Teams, and then the Zoom. It's the way that you communicate now from, via the board, at home. But Cathie is saying this is the new wave. She's saying this is the new wave. This is not a work from home environment, right? She's saying this is the new way to communicate. She's saying this is how executives, even when you come in office, this is the way that you're going to work. So she's saying she believe in it. Now I personally bought Zoom at 64. I got out of it at 248 because they had some issues, but I saw that Microsoft said that they were doubling down on Teams. And then you got Facebook. They have what they doing with Meta with the Verizon worlds and all that. I'm like, man, I don't think that they got a chance. But Cathie believes in it. And I'm not mad at Cathie. She also said something, man, that was real dope. She said that she invests in companies that have great growth opportunities, and she has a 5-year time horizon. Now, that's dope because I need you to understand something. When you're investing in a business, what is your time horizon? What is your time horizon? We talked about this before, man. Like, we talked about not planting the seed and eating it tomorrow. Like, what is your time horizon for that investment? So definitely, man, let's go, man. How we feeling, man?